welcome to the channel. I'm Savannah Cassie. Now please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for it helps me a bunch. Anyway, we gotta talk about this one particular scene. It's where old Victor is telling Jayce, in all possibility, in all reality, only you can show me this. And he's talking about the hexcore. And I always thought back, like, okay, what if in one reality Jayce dies? Who would you give the hexcore to? And I thought back about, like, of course he would try that, even if, like, Jayce didn't die. Now, I'm gonna talk about this in two parts, like, where Jayce dies and, like, Jayce doesn't die. Now, with Jayce and his mother both die in snowstorm, he would most likely have to give it to someone else. Now, he would give it to people most likely he knew in the past. Now, for Mel, he would have to give it to her, maybe around, like, a child, because that's what he did to Jayce, like, give them the hexcore to children. Now, for Mel, he could, give it to Mel. Now, if Mel falls into the manipulation of her mother and gives her the hexcore, then Ambessa has a very powerful weapon. If Mel doesn't fall into the manipulation of Ambessa, then Mel goes on, gets banished to Piltover, and then she sends her finest geniuses to try to figure out the hexcore. Now, this hexcore thing will most likely be on lock and key. Only, like, the finest scientists will look into it. Now, I don't think without Jayce's help, like, she will be able to unlock it. So it would just go to be like an unsolved project. Maybe her mother would still bust in, steal a hexcore, and figure out how to use it. Because we know that Ambessa soon finds Singe and figure out the hexcore. And now, if he gives it to someone like Powder and Bai when they're kids, well, they would give it to, let's say, like Silco and Vander. Now, we know that Silco and Vander, they both have this scene of the trying to get the Undercity's freedom. Now, this could delay the attack on the bridge to when they're older, or it could give Silco enough power hungry to try to figure out this hexcore and using it as a weapon. This is where Vander would, portray, try to, drown him and kill him. And still, the events would still happen, just like Vander would most likely, at the end, after he, tries to kill Silco, would most likely try to find a way to destroy the hexcore so no one would use it. So again. And then, if he gives it to his younger self, well, you forget his younger self knows the Singe. Either he gives it to him, before he meets Singe, and then gives it to Singe after he finds out what he was doing to Rio, or gives it to after he finds out what Singe did, and little Victor's like, oh, this could help Rio, so he runs back and gives it to Singe. Either way, it's a very messy situation. So yeah, that's the thing without Jayce in that timeline where he's dead. Now, if he's alive, but Victor saves him and still does magic, but doesn't give him the Rune Stone and gives it still to someone else, there could be a possibility that there are two Rune Stones in the same universe. But it's Jayce's part of the Rune Stone and then the actual Rune Stone. And I would love to see how both of them coincide and exist into each other in the same universe.